Your Storm Station forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron.
Across the capital area now, all is quiet. Just a few passing clouds at times, but we are rain-free at the present moment. We're going to broaden out the view, though, and you find many waves of rain across parts of South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and all these are kind of moving into Mississippi. This is the area to watch in the nighttime hours. Now, we've got this one wave in Mississippi. I think there's a chance that that may try to make a run for us overnight, but I suspect it'll probably weaken before it gets here or arrive in a significantly weakened state. But we'll still be watching this area of unsettled weather because as we move into tomorrow morning, there is a chance that we might see maybe a spotty shower from this, even though Futurecast isn't too keen on that idea. It's something to watch, though. As we move into tomorrow afternoon, as we see our peak daytime warming, that energy continues to slide into the area, and Futurecast is very optimistic about this, a healthy scattering of afternoon thunderstorms, which is with us through late afternoon. Then the activity generally quiets down into the evening hours. There's a little bit of uncertainty with this forecast, though, especially with regard to the timing of this rain. We'll be a little closer to any rain hitting the ground, though, on tune-in tomorrow morning starting at 5 a.m. Meteorologist Emma Kate Cowan will be fine-tuning those storm chances as we get closer. But for now, we're forecasting a 50% rain coverage for your Thursday. 92 degrees to forecast high. That's before the rain gets going. Of course, if you see a rain cooling shower, that rain-cooled air will really do you some favors by mid to late afternoon. As far as the feels like temperature goes, or the heat index, it'll likely be under heat advisory criteria, but it might peak in the triple digits. But again, that's still shy of heat advisory criteria, which is 108 degrees, and a few of our parishes did have that earlier today. So there's your Storm Station 7-day forecast, continuing that summer steam. Lows in the mid-70s, highs in the 90s, isolated to scattered storms just about every day. But look at that. Next Tuesday, July the 1st. Next Wednesday, that's July the 2nd, going beyond the 7-day into the 4th of July. Look at our upper air pattern. Reds start moving back into the area by the end of next week. That corresponds to warmer air aloft associated with the ridge of high pressure. We all know about that. It tends to shut down showers and thunderstorms. I don't think it'll do it entirely on the 4th of July, though, based on our expectation now. This is an early look. 93 degrees our projection for now, a low of 75 with a 30% rain coverage. The details at this point, however, are unclear. We're going to fine-tune this forecast over the next couple of days, and of course, in 2 days, it'll start showing up on the Storm Station 7-day forecast.
From the Storm Station, we're tracking the tropics.
Okay, Andrea became no more last night. No development expected in the next 7 days. The Atlantic Basin is awfully quiet. And looking beyond the next 7 days into weeks 2 and 3 through mid-July, there are no areas of concern. In fact, we've identified an area in the Caribbean that will likely see below average rainfall. As a result of that, there should be less tropical waves, at least that's the hope. And that's good news because the Caribbean is a preferred development region in the month of July, and those storms would tend to drift northwest. Well, less tropical waves, you get the idea. Hopefully, that means a quiet July. You're watching the news at 10 o'clock. We'll take a break and be right back.